This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment. Link in the description box below. What's up, guys? It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. Appreciate y'all watching. So, this is kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. We took some advice from Jarhead6. Yeah. Great dude, great channel. Go check him out. I'll link him in the description box.
Really supportive of
Yeah,
us.
really. I mean, seriously, he's been supportive of me from day one. So, we've been filming, like, a whole bunch of videos in one day. And we're sitting here on, like, no sleep because we both worked last night. It's almost 12 o'clock. We've been up for
going on
24 hours, but whatever. So, truck comes down the road, honks a horn. It's FedEx guy. I figured it was my daughter's birthday present, and no, to
even
my
better
surprise, it's a present for me and Kyle. David from S4 Tactical Gear. I talked to him once on the phone. We've emailed back and forth a few times. He makes belts. Somehow he got wind of me through Instagram, and he's talked with Manny. He's had some dealings with Manny, our sponsor, and they were working on a holster and belt collaboration, and me and Dave got to talking, and he decided he wanted to send us a couple of belts out to try. So this is a unboxing video. I don't think this channel's ever done an unboxing video.
No, but I was like, it pulled up, and I was like, that box is way too small to have a baby doll in it. Yeah. And I was like, dude, we got to shoot an unboxing video.
Yeah, so I crossed out all the addresses because, you know, folks can be crazy on the internet. So this is the first ever unboxing of anything on the AKM Tactical page. It's got a pull tab, man. Oh, never mind.
Dang. That's thick.
Yeah, it's thick, man.
Stout.
That's the bigger belt, so that's got to be me.
That's the Kadura wrap one. Yeah,
this is the Kadura. He makes two different kinds. He makes a Cordura wrapped, and then he makes a standard, just a standard black, which is really, it's double webbing.
Yeah.
Either way, so.
Holy crap.
Yeah, man, yeah.
I'm impressed.
First impressions are
legit.
Legit. We're impressed, and I guess he just could tell by talking to me that I love multicam.
Yeah. He knew you were about that life.
Yeah, man. Multicam is life. I'm super excited to run this thing. Right out the box, though, all
right, let's do systematically, okay? This is the same setup as my low profile EDC belt from SOE. Michael has the Cobra Buckle EDC belt. Mine is the Low Pro. This is the same setup. Okay, so you've got this kind of like a loop and kind of hook and loop setup. I don't know what kind of finish this has on it, but it would be hard to beat the SOE's what is it called?
Cerakote theirs.
But I mean, it's definitely coated all the way, so you're not gonna have to worry about rust. That's big because hey, big dudes sweat, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hooks in pretty easy. I haven't worn it yet, so I don't know how well it stays in. That first loop feels okay. The first loop is loose. The second loop, which I don't ever wear mine on the first. The second loop, okay, that's tougher to get into. The stitching looks pretty decent on it. Okay, it's only got 2 loops. So the adjustment, you know, you have those 2 loops, right? And then you have the Velcro that you're gonna, the Velcro that you're gonna pull and cinch down. So initial impressions, you don't get as much adjustment out of this belt, so you'd want to like match it to your. You'd want to follow the directions carefully and match it to you. First off, so this belt can go from, let's see. This is just me playing with it. Like, we've never touched this thing.
Yeah.
It can go from here. That's about as far as I would stretch it. To, I guess, cinched all the way down. would be here. So this one, whereas the SOE belts might run big, this one looks like you might ought to get a bigger size because you can cinch down.
Yeah, he said that the way he does it. You measure. You take a measuring tape, measure around your waist. Whatever that number is, that's the belt that you order.
Okay.
And the way that it works is, it'll cinch down about 1.5 inches tighter than what you order, but it lets out like 8 inches.
Yeah.
6 to 8 inches, so it can accommodate growing and guns. So that kind of thing. But
that's a freaking sweet looking belt.
It's awesome looking. I can't say that it could look any better than it does. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Every piece, and I don't want to get into too much detail because we want to review it, but every piece and part of this belt is made in the made in the USA.
Yeah.
Every
that
component.
Just from doing the research and talking to him.
The thread, even the thread, is made in the USA.
That's pretty cool.
And he could have saved a lot of money buying the thread from China. But he went ahead and spent the coin.
Wait. From China.
yeah.
Make America great again.
That's right. Trump, baby! I think we're just going to start saying that in every video. But he went ahead and bought USA-made components. So that's awesome. Awesome. So anyways, guys, we don't want to get into too much detail with these belts because we want to run them. We want to try them out. We want to get an official review out for them. But first impressions...
Dude, you saw my face.
Yeah, like that
I was talking about it.
That was raw, complete honesty. Like, we completely forgot. Like, we had to cut, and we're gonna had to do some editing and stuff. But like, we forgot the camera was even on. Like, we just.
And I hope you guys because I know that anytime somebody gets a sponsor, when they get gear sent to them, you should always be skeptical because you're always gonna be slanted and you're always going to have bias because somebody's doing you a favor. Yeah. So I get that, and I understand that the viewers, y'all have to be skeptical about it because I would be too. But I hope that you can see the way that we look at gear.
Yeah.
Just initially, like how we study it and how we check it out and how we all the checks that we have to go through in our own mind when we're looking at it, and we treat all of our gear like that. And first and foremost, our responsibility is to y'all because without y'all, nobody's sending you stuff to review if you don't have an audience. Even though our audience is small right now, like you guys are faithful and awesome, and y'all tune in and you comment and there's always good dialogue there, and that's what this is all about. So
absolutely.
But yeah, first impressions, I was like.
Oh, great!
Holy crap! I'm shocked.
And just to touch on that,
I didn't. It was better than what I expected. I didn't. Yeah. I didn't have high expectations because I carry a nice belt. Like the SOE EDC, in my opinion, is kind of sets the bar. Yeah. So when I picked this one up, and it reminded me of picking up I was like, really, I was shocked because I didn't.
And when we do our official review and we talk about prices, things like that, turnaround times, you're going to really be shocked. But, to touch on that, he was talking about sponsors and people sending you stuff. One thing that if you don't know this about us, you will learn really quick if you stick around long enough. Our responsibility, yes, is to you as the viewer to be as honest and open as we can with you. But at the same point, I trust my life to this stuff. This stuff is not just for play. It's fun. I love to come out here and piddle around on the range and shoot and do all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, this stuff, I have to defend myself and my family and the innocent people around me. And I'm not going to tell you something's good when it's not, because guess what? You're doing the same thing I'm doing. Yeah. So I hope you can take that for what it is. We're going to give you raw honesty. And we wouldn't pick a sponsor up. We will take a product not knowing if it's good or not, because that's kind of how it works. But we will never pick a sponsor up that sells crap gear. Yeah. Never will. Never happen. But yeah, initial impressions, man. I have an SOE belt. He was talking about SOE belts. It's kind of the up here on the scale. When you start talking about belts, a lot of guys, the first few names that come out is Aries Gear. and SOE belts. You know, that's kind of the first two that a lot of people talk about. And when you grab a belt like this and you think, wow, I can't tell the difference, you know.
Yep.
And the quality, I mean, that speaks volume.
Put it through its paces and work it out, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep. You got anything else, man?
Oh man, thanks guys.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all the reasons we get to do this.
Yep, absolutely.
We do it for y'all, and then you know.
Yep, we get the perks of it.
It's a circle.
Yeah, that's right. A circle. All right, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, subscribe. We will leave links to our social media outlets in the description box below. I feel like I've said that about 35 times today.
I know, and I've said follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Every video, because like if you want to see this up close, because we film from an iPad, like you gotta go to my Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not just so I can get more followers. It's so you can see the stuff.
Yeah.
I'll post pictures of it, and I'll post, like, my thing is usually my EDC. I don't post a whole lot of, like, my personal life, my family and stuff. Some of it is on there. But, like, you know, my gear is... I kind of interact with the gun community there almost as much as I interact with y'all here. So, follow us on there and take a look at this stuff. And, you know, that'll go a little ways in helping you form your own opinion, which is what you got to do. You got to form your own opinion.
Yep.
So,
all right, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be safe. Hot dog.